everybody. How are we? I have my beautiful baby here. Hello. Tonight I thought rather than talk about the baby, I would talk about the pelvis. So this pelvis, this is the shape of an averagey kind of. There are three shapes of pelvis, but this is. It does have a name, they all have names, but to me it's relatively immaterial really. But an average shape of a pelvis is this, and we quite often get something called SPD, it used to be called, which was symphysis pubic dysfunction. It's now called pelvic girdle pain, which is this little bit here, it's this ligament here. And when you become pregnant, all the hormones in your body that maintain your pregnancy cause all your muscles to soften so that your pelvis can open and allow the baby to descend and to allow all the muscles to grow and the uterus to grow and all things like this. It has a massive importance. But what happens is your pelvis can become a bit unstable, and when it does, this little bit here starts moving. Can you hear? Tiny little bit of movement in there, and that can cause quite a lot of pain. But there is lots of things that you can do to avoid that. Some of it can be positioning, how you maintain your position. The best thing is about your core strength, maintaining your core strength, so doing things like yoga and swimming and all the rest of it. Because of the hormones that you produce in the pregnancy, you can pull muscles more quickly, so it's advisable to do those things sort of kind of on a slower level. That's why yoga is so good, because you do yoga to the level that you can achieve. So if you already do exercises, continue with them, because maintaining that stability in your pelvis is really important. Sometimes if you get even more of this pelvisy wobbly stuff going on, you can get all sorts of things like sciatica and things like that. So, but when you do those exercises, you only have to do like 15 minutes a day. It's important to do them consistently. So in my classes I would talk a lot more deeper about maintaining that health and well-being and positions and things like that. And again, it talked about the position baby's in, because that can influence those sorts of things. This is like a whole plethora of things that can kind of influence that pelvic girdle pain. So I do have a working day workshop booked on Eventbrite. Obviously I've got my 4 groups that are regularly booked on Eventbrite too. And I'm going to set up a online workshop as well, which will be good. And yeah, just about to start doing the little videos, so yeah, it's all coming together. I still think I'm in that little bit morning sickness phase. Cards, gotta pull a card. I hope you've all had a good day today, and that you're all set for the weekend. It's quite nice. I'm not sure quite how the weather's going to be. It's a bit down here, it's a bit changeable, but yeah, we just have to go with it, don't we? Whatever it is, just flow with life, flow with pregnancy, do what we can, do the best that we can in the moment that we're in. And the card is spirituality. So, spirituality is the essence of your being. It is who you are and where your drive for life comes from. Ask yourself the question, who am I? That's really interesting, because when you know quite generally who you are as a woman before you become pregnant, and then when you become pregnant you start questioning, like, who am I? Because you're going to be a mum and you don't really know who that is. That's something that kind of unfolds. Going to page 30 of the book. So it's quite, it's quite an interesting question. Who am I? Who am I? Well, I'm Tess. I'm a mother of 5 children. I've got 5 grandchildren. They're all girls, which is amazing. I'm a midwife. Been a midwife for quite some time. I'm a wife, a sister. But me, me being Tess, I just think, you know, I like to think I'm a kind and caring and loving person. We all have our shadows. I try to work on those. It wasn't page 30 because I can't read the book. 28, 29. I'm looking at the wrong page. Page 22. See? I'm a human. I make mistakes. I apologise when I recognise my mistakes, I like to think. I love people. I love being a midwife. I love life most of the time. It can be difficult. So, and I think I'm quite spiritual. Spirituality is the essence of your being. It represents who you are and shows you where the zest of life comes from. Your spirituality is the tiny little voice inside that tells you what to do intuitively. Connect with your spirit and trust that it will guide you safely through all things. Ask yourself the question, who am I? Who is the person that lives and creates life? It is you, the perfect creation of the spirit. Without you, the world would be a different place. Without you, there would not be a creation of a new spirit grown within you. The spirit of your very own baby. Honour your spirit and give thanks and praise for your being. Give thanks and praise for the creation of the spirit within you. Listen carefully to your spirit and it will guide you safely through the wonderful adventure and help you come through the whole journey of life. I connect with the spirit of pregnancy and to the spirit of my developing baby. So there you go. I'm going to go and do some connection with the sort of business planning things that I need to do. I've got some emails to answer and I'm going to sit and embrace that. One way to connect with your spirit is putting your hand on your chest and breathing in really slowly to a count of 3 and then holding it to a count of 4 and then releasing to a count of 4 and then just keep repeating that. And then after a little while, just let your breathing go back into normal and just sit with yourself and just ask a question. Ask any question that's worrying you and then that answer will come through. All right, it's nice speaking to you this evening and I look forward to tomorrow. Lots of love to you all. Take care.